You know, who doesn't want to be stronger, smarter, and richer, right? Everybody does. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want to be, but the way to do it is simple, but actually doing it and putting in the work is hard. And so, I can sit there and give you the blueprint, and 99% of men aren't gonna fucking do it because most of them are fucking lazy because it is hard. It's a never-ending grind and a pursuit of perfection, which doesn't really exist, but you still do it anyway. So, how do you do that? And the easiest way for me is to make a chart, make 4 columns. Something you love to do, something you're good at, something you get paid well for, and something the world needs. And then write as many things down in each column until you have one thing in each column, and then you go and you do that with every waking second of the rest of your life with a laser focus and an obsessive drive. And if you don't have one thing that's in all 4 columns, write more things down. Keep thinking about it. There's no time limit and no wrong answers, but you got to go until you find that one. And then once you do that, you have to think, okay, well, now I know what I'm going to do and everything, but then I got to think about how do you actually go about doing that? Well, the next step is to write down another list: emotionally, mentally, physically, relationship, spiritually, financially, and community. And next to each one of those, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think you're at? Maybe you're a 5 mentally, maybe you're a 4 physically. I don't fucking know. You write down what you think you are. And then next to that, you write down, what you need to do to become a 10. And guess what? You're gonna be good at 10. By the time you become a 10, you're gonna have new goals, and then that 10 is gonna be your new 7 or whatever, But you are heading in the right direction, and you're using every one of those aspects of life to make sure that you're staying, you're doing everything in your aspect of life to attain your life purpose. Well, then once now you know what you need to do in every aspect of life to attain your life purpose, then you have to write down a daily agenda. And, you literally just write down all the hours of the day, 12, 1, 2, 3, so on. And first write when you go to sleep and when you wake up. So it's very important, get your sleep right first. Get that just locked in, and that's what you do. But from the time you wake up, every second, like I said, should be a laser focus with obsessive drive and intention to get it done and to make every aspect of your life better, faster, easier, cheaper. And so, let's say you say, okay, I'm gonna go to bed from 9 o'clock at night to 5 in the morning. I don't know, whatever your time is. And then you go, all right, well, from 5 o'clock to 5:10, I'm just gonna give myself 10 minutes for my brain to kind of come online, and my eyes to not be blurry, and my nerves to kind of, wake themselves up and everything. And then from 5:10 to 5:20, I'm gonna go drink a glass of water and go to the bathroom, splash some water on my face, whatever hygiene, brush your teeth, whatever hygiene, maybe stuff you gotta do. And from 5:20 to 5:40, I'm gonna check the news, or I'm gonna check social media, and give yourself that little bit of time to go do things like that, because I don't think you should be spending all damn day on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and everything and looking at shit just over and over and over. Give yourself that allotted time, because the rest of the day, you're gonna go get it, And so I think that, and just maybe 5:40 to 5:50 or 6 o'clock or whatever, and you're gonna check your finances. You're gonna look at your bank account, your investments, your savings, whatever. From 6 o'clock to 7, I'm going to lift weights. From 7 to 7:30, I'm gonna go walk or do some cardio or something. From 7:30 to 8, I'm gonna go have breakfast. From 8 to 8:15, I gotta drive, whatever. And like, from 9 o'clock, I'm at work. Well, the first 10 minutes, I'm gonna check my emails or make my phone calls or go talk to so-and-so or, whatever it is you gotta do. But basically, you're figuring out like all those aspects of life, what you need to do, and filling out your calendar each day with what the fuck you're supposed to do. And so then you put a weekly thing on there and you write maybe just certain things you're supposed to do each week, like, oh, Saturday I mow the yard, Sunday I go grocery shopping, whatever. And then you do the same thing for weekly, like, okay, this week I'm gonna do this week I'm gonna do that, and then annual, and then lifetime goals that you want to do, like, oh, I want to travel to this country, I want to do this, do that. I don't know, whatever you want to do on your bucket list before you die. And that's how you fucking do it. I know I'm kind of going on a little bit of a long rant here, but I think this is super fucking important, and men need to hear this of all ages. Man, I wish I knew that when I was 14 and not when I was 4D. But yeah, that's how you get bigger, stronger, faster, smarter, richer, all that stuff. So anyways, let's do a set real quick and then we'll get going. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of that, and then we're gonna get to work. I'm gonna do everything. I'm changing up my algorithms. Before I was like making a video for every fucking exercise I did, and now Google changed their algorithms to where kind of penalizing people for quantity, and they're wanting to push more quality over quantity. So, all right, if that's what Google wants, I'll give them it. Anyways, so every day I'm only gonna be making 1 video and 1 short a day. That's it. So, all right guys, subscribe, share, comment, like. Let's get to work.